that I cannot see myself. Can't see anything. I cannot see anything. So I'm just gonna have to go by blind faith that you guys can see me. Again, this is Saturn in the third house. And I'm showing you, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it just seems that uh, things never run smoothly. If it's not the car noises and the beeping sound, or the battery dies, or it's too windy so I cannot be heard, or it's too sunny, you cannot be seen. There's constant adjustments, moment to moment, second to second. If you're not strong, it could be exhausting mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. This is Saturn in Aries, deposited in the third house of the environment. Communication, speech, writing, all these things become uh, exorbitant amounts of difficulty. So there's no psychological choice but to marshal through it. So unfortunately, I won't be able to look at the chat. The sun's too bright, so I cannot even see myself recording. So I have to go through it this way. And hopefully, because, if anything, the universe knows what it does. And if I don't have the discipline and structure that this is supposed to teach me, then I don't think I'll ever get it. Because it never gets old, and the severity of it is just unforgiving. Unforgiving. And on top of that, it is bitterly cold. I gotta put on the jacket now. So let me bring this down and do a collective reading, you guys. And this collective reading is as we get closer to the end of debris, the debris process. We can kind of like secularize the reading. Okay, let me see if I can load this down. Maybe. All right, so what we're gonna do, first of all, everybody has a moment. Everybody has a reason. So we've identified several groups, right? We got the ex-boyfriend, the ex-girlfriend. Then we have the coven group. So we have two exes, a man and a woman. You know who they are. We have the coven group. Then we have the family members. And that's like, could be anybody within the secondary extended family. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Then you have the fifth group, which is the auntie and the cousin, right? Which is the matriarch. You have a matriarch within the family, because you have the whole family against you, doing their own thing against you for different reasons, specific reasons. Then you have the matriarch. that could belong to the nuclear family, but I don't think so. It's the extended. It's an aunt and her daughter and son, which will be your cousins, second cousins. Right? So we're talking about 6 or 7 groups of people, each with their own motivation for wanting to destroy you. And, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot. Then you got the hero and anti-hero dynamic. So that brings it to 8. Because the anti-hero, which is a family member for most of you, is the one on top of the pyramid next to the matriarch. In fact, the matriarch and this anti-hero work together to fuel the rest of the other groups working together. It looks random and scattered, but it's not. It's actually quite sophisticated the way it's done. Now, and they're all dangerous, all of them, because they've all aligned themselves with a satanic group, a coven group, and it's not just a coven. This is not a coven of witches. This is a satanic organization which gives praises to the demonic or diabolical expression of the negative polarity of the deity. And that could be anybody. That could be any name, any ancient deity or not. And these people that are satanic members, this group is the most dangerous because, as a group, they can really cause damage towards one person. Let's say these satanic cult members, which is different from just a mere coven of witches. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the secret societies, like the Order of the Golden Dawn, the Illuminati, these types of organizations, Rosicrucians, because you got demonic ones and you got non-demonic ones. However, what makes them dangerous is that they include members of the elite and key members of government and of the entertainment industry, music industry. So you have doctors, you got lawyers, you got judges, you got senators, congressmen. These are the people involved in these types of organizations, which they give pledge and homage with human blood. So now we're dealing with human sacrifice. This is still going on among the very wealthy and among the elite. And this is how they gain power, and this is how they absorb and maintain power. So imagine you fucking up with one of these groups, and you gotta go to court, and the judge is rigged, or the lawyer is rigged. There's no way you're going to win, especially if it's a Masonic order, right? So this is another group. And like I said, each one of these people or groups joining together for different motivations, for different reasons, are the ones fueling this horrible, horrible insult to the collective for over now 7 years, with the intensity of it being the last 3 years. And only because they have not been able to stop you from obtaining your objectives. They have not been able to stop you with all the fire and brimstone and glory and magic of the gods, both current and or ancient. They have not been able to stop you. And now some of these individuals, family members, groups of individuals, and even the covenant groups, and even the covenant witches have all taken it personal that somehow you are winning, you're not being affected by their spells and their magic, and also that you are the favorite of the gods, and this makes them feel yet another certain way. So, and there's issues here of revenge, and the revenge is funny and it's somewhat paradoxical because they want to take revenge because you want to allow yourself to be famed, slandered. You want to allow yourself to be a fool and give your money away to work so hard your name and do whatever they want with it. Drag it through the mud, which they have, and that in itself has caused considerable damage. You bounce back. You want nothing to do with these animals of human beings, and they offended. These people are whores, prostitutes, and they made me out to be the whore, the prostitute. Somebody said a very, very destructive, damaging lie about me about being a whore or a prostitute. And he got into third-party alignments because I was my ends. These people didn't care about that. They don't acknowledge an essence in themselves, let alone respect yours. So these people have become completely twisted, delusional, in thinking that you owe them something, collective. Yet, all the while, they've been stealing from you. Your time, your essence, your energy, your money. You help them, you elevate them, and then they turn around and betray you. And the ultimate betrayal is to try to have you killed. And the way that they were trying to do it was just inhumane. So it just shows you the level of emptiness that these human beings possess. They're not going to fight God. They can't. So they got to fight you. This is displaced anger. They're angry at the Creator, but they cannot. Well, what are they going to do? They can't do anything against the Creator that created them. So they have to justify now why they have to be revengeful and attack that closest to God, because they feel that this will hurt God. So really, the offense and the transgression is not against you, collector. It's against God. They're angry at God. They're jealous at God. And they're resentful of God for making you, collective, the favorite and the chosen one. And they are rejected. So we see here a double sense of rejection. You, collective, rejected them for whatever reason. And then they came after you as a vengeance, and they stumbled across your protection, which is the Creator, and gave them and tore them a new one. So now they feel rejected by the Creator for not allowing them to hurt you, and you don't want them, and you've rejected them. That's a double whammy. And it's fully deserved because these people are not people, animals. They are still functioning in the old way of early humanity. And that's their choice. That's their choice. But you saw your own value, you recognized your own worth, and you knew that you did not want to be a part of that. And you have a right to control your own life, control your own choices, and to make fundamental choices that's going to put you in a better station in life. You have the divine free will and right to want that, to move forward towards it. These people don't have it within themselves to do that for the choices that they've made in the past. And now they look at you and they think that you cheated or did something to skip over the line, when they don't realize that while they were out having fun and doing what they're doing, you were doing the grind, steadily and slowly. Now they feel stupid, bamboozled. They made a mistake. They can't take it back. So now, in order for them to feel good about themselves and feel that they even the score, now they got to kill you or destroy you. Your name, your foundation, everything. That way, you are now a reminder to their psyche that you outsmarted them, that you had a stronger protection, and that you got away. That's what this is about. So, having explained that, let us go into collective reading. Please, I apologize if you don't. I don't see it. The phone looks completely blank. So I don't know. It's just another test. I'm gonna use the Game of Thrones thing, and I always liked that one. Felix, I gotta find out what's going on with Felix. I owe Felix some money too. You know, Felix sent me my clothes from the apartment. We went to get my clothes. I haven't heard from him. Yeah, huh? So I gotta talk to Felix. And I like Felix. Okay. All right. Okay. Here you go. There you go. Let's see. So let's see what's going on, collective. We're gonna do the three categories. But first, I would love to take out my shirt, my coat. Oh, yes, a little better. It's still windy though. The wind is what gives it the chill. Uh, all right, give me 1 second, guys, while I go and get my caramel frappuccino. I've had two of them this morning already. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh my God. The soul. Oh, no, no. You know, and I'm mentally prepared for that. But it happens. Okay. If you like a reading today, it is before 5 o'clock when the after work people come in. You can call for a reading. 281-690-8825. You can donate via Cash App or put your advance payment in Cash App. FERNA number 5 NBO. The readings are 150. And I believe somebody sent 150 for a reading, but I didn't get their name. And I'm going to check back with the Cash App to see if I can get their name. It came in a little late for some reason. You know, Cash App do have their own thing sometimes. So I know that is pending. And yeah, it's FERNA number 5 NDO or ZELLE 347-485-6258. You can do it either way. Either put your money in advance for a reading today. Make sure you put your name and or donation. Thank you so much. It's never expected, but it's always appreciated. Let's do our first grouping. Right? For the collective. Do we have a first grouping? Do we have a first grouping? The Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. So this is mental and emotional anguish in its least expression, but it can also mean actual prison time in its most. So that's the first category. Let me put it underneath here. Cappuccino. Mm-hmm. Second grouping. Do we have a second grouping? Knight of Pentacles. Oh, wait a minute. It got stuck. It's stuck. Another one. Cups. Reverse. This is a courtship. Right? It's a courtship. And it's in the reverse. The second grouping. The Ten of Cups is about family. It's about family. And it is the beginning of extending away from the nuclear family, extended family, and creating your own nuclear family. This is the beginning of it with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. In the reverse, it means that somebody was trying to, from the family, your family, somebody was trying to put a stop to a courtship that could be financially and emotionally very prosperous, but will leave them out in the cold. So and of course that strategy can be extended to ex-lovers, jaded friends, and other interest groups of people that may have their own private motivation as to why they want to prevent this union. Huh? That's second grouping. And the third grouping, the Magician. The Magician, of course, in the upright, is one who has the power to manifest. And they have all the tools necessary to be a great manifestor. In the reverse, it's a dark magician, dark witch, but it came up in the upright. Now, let me just say this. I read a comment yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Somebody was saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Emery is living his best life. He's not there. You say he was there. You said this, that. You know, you need to move on and with your life. I gave a heart to the person and I didn't respond because obviously that person is going to look foolish when the time comes. But she did, or he made a point about the fact that these people are living, they're doing very, very well. However, When I said what I said, I meant it, and I meant it because I saw it. Now, just because you don't see what I'm talking about and the 988 different tarot readers in tarot land that have attested to the same thing, that means it's no lie. The thing is that just because you don't see what these tarot people, including myself, just because you don't see the manifestation in the physical realm doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, and it doesn't mean that it's not coming, because we've already seen it in the other realms. Remember, the body has 7 other bodies other than the physical. The same thing with the realms. There's the physical realm, which is symbolic of the physical body, and then you have the angelic and etheric regions, which is like the 7 other bodies of humans. Okay, that's the 7 other bodies of our solar system, of our planet, right? The micro to the macro. So I've already seen how Emery's gonna die, in detail. My brothers, everybody, in detail. But you have to understand that in the angelic realms, past, present, and future exist in one continuum. It's all happening at the same time. There's no way to differentiate because there is no movement of time in this realm. Time doesn't exist. We don't know, even as occultists, we don't know how it moves down here and becomes a sequence of movement that we can then measure past, present, and future. We don't understand that mystery. Nobody does. Not even the most masterful occultist. It cannot be explained. But we do know that it's going to happen. Otherwise, tarot card readings, astrology readings would be futile, would be no good, it would not make sense. If we don't, we see it. That's how psychics have their gifts. We see the future. But we can't tell you when it's going to happen because we don't know how the gods make something timeless that stands still to all of a sudden come into physical reality and cause movement. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We just don't know. But we do know what we see in these realms and what's coming. So trust me, it's only a matter of time. And that's why it seems like the wicked have a longer season. And it's not about the wicked having a longer season. It's about God making sure that when He destroys these people, there is no avenue for them to get up again. That everything has been, really, really assessed to whereas the enemy who has been knocked down does not have the opportunity to get back up. So it has to exhaust the resourcefulness of the wicked in order to bring down the gavel against the wicked to the point where they cannot rise back up again. That's what that's about. All right. Let's look at the first category, the Eight of Swords. Let's see what type of Eight of Swords it is. Is it mental or is there an actual imprisonment here? Or an element of both? It could be an element of both. We have, and I covered it on purpose. I did. But you see how Saturn works? The wind was so strong, unusually so strong that it knocked the deck. Today is Monday, Elegba, the trickster. Oh, he loves it. He loves it. All right, let me put this over here like that. Right? Yes, it's windy. And it wasn't this windy an hour ago. It really it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. When they tell me, would you like to go buy me some? Oh, hell fucking no. I'm done with that. Let's go somewhere else. I won't even let him finish. It's a struggle. Yeah, it's a struggle to get anything done that's worthwhile. And then when you do, it gets destroyed. I'm not talking about me personally because that didn't happen to me, even though they tried. But you see that that's how it works here. Okay. One, Eight of Swords, right? Let's find out if this is actual physical imprisonment or is this existential anguish, which is also symbolized by the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. All right, okay, I said Eight of Swords. I'm sorry. This is the Nine of Swords. I had said Eight of Swords, which is imprisonment or mental anguish. I misread it. It's the Nine of Swords. This is it's worse. It's worse. This is you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't fuck, you can't shit, you can't do nothing. Nightmares. You're living a nightmare, internal nightmare. So this in this first grouping, something is completely falling apart with no repair in sight. So this is karma. Let's see. What it is for the first grouping. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands in the upright. The Queen of Wands in the upright usually is good. It's usually good. But here, if you look real closely, I don't know if you can, she's not too happy here. She's not too happy here. With the Nine of Swords, something has her, she's in a horse. It looks like she's riding polo, right? Or polio or polo. The sports of kings, right? And it confers wealth, great wealth. And with the Nine of Swords here, some of you in the collective are worried of the fact that you've lost out on something. The Queen of Wands also represents creativity. Business is very good at business, very energetic. So with the Nine of Swords here, it can also mean that there's a lack of resources or a diminishing of resources that can stop this type of lifestyle, which is the sportsman of kings. So some of you are worried about your money or your security, material security, because when you got wealth, money and security is one thing, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about wealth and abundance beyond just the basic necessities of life. That's why she's on a horse, in a suit, playing polo. There's more than enough money to spare. But with the Nine of Swords, something is coming to an end, or it's looming, or this could only be in thought too. Doesn't mean that it necessarily is happening, but it could be a thought. Just like that person that commented that these people are alive and living their best life because they see that. They don't see what's coming tomorrow. That can flip tomorrow. But it's coming. That is coming to them just as these extraterrestrials are coming from above. When it does happen, people are going to have their jaws dropped open. Okay? And haha, funny, here we got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this can mean that somebody just got out of prison, or someone has freed themselves of mental anguish which was precipitated by the Nine of Swords. So this could mean that this Queen of Wands is coming out of some distressful situation that had her in the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. So this could be recovery, the beginning of recovery. Because, you see, if you read it this way, that's why if you take my course, you see, put it like this. You got the Eight of Swords on the left and the Nine of Swords on the right. She got freed from the worst of the worst. Or he in Queen of Wands energy, right? It could be a male. So in a nutshell, many of you collective are becoming freed of some kind of conflict or entanglement or attachment or misfortune financially, which could have threatened considerably this type of lifestyle that you've been living for many of you, not all of you, collective. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in the reverse is you're putting down the gun, you're putting down the gavel. You were a wounded warrior, defensive, just paranoid, fighting, but it's in the reverse. This is released because the Eight of Swords, anxiety, mental anguish, is released. So now the Nine of Wands, in the reverse is relief from this type of stress and anxiety. So many of you are experiencing a release of feeling trapped or feeling manipulated or not feeling free, feeling threatened that someone is after your prosperity, your abundance, your life. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Defeat or winning at all costs. It's in the upright. So someone has been defeated from your life, collective, which had you in this Eight and Nine of Swords energy. So this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Is there another card here? Yep, it is. It was attached. Page of Pentacles. There's some of you are gonna get some money. It's small, but it's the beginning. This could be money that's owed to you, that was taken. Although I really do believe that the money that was taken from you, that's owed to you, has already been spent. This is restitution money or compensatory damages money coming to you. And it's the beginning of the wealth restoration that has been taken away from you initially. Either through inheritance or through job opportunity, missed opportunity. The universe, through your ancestors, is balancing this out. 1, 2, 3, 6. One more. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody here has been defeated, and they have to give you some money that was held from you. Page of Pentacles. Or this could be money that has to be paid back. And this person may have already been in prison from prior offenses before. This person may have a criminal history. This could be a career criminal. Okay? All right. So that's good news for the first grouping. You're getting full restitution of what's been taken away from you, and the perpetrators are either in jail, sick, immobile to do anything, dead, or their magical powers have been stripped from them. I made it very sweet so it can give me weight to restore weight. Please donate. Please give. The $6.99. I'd like to have another. I'd like to have another. And I'll call you out on it. Thank you. Give me another one. Gotta hustle. You all know me. Okay. Second grouping is the Ten of Cups, the courtship. And like I have said, somebody or a group of people that are family members. If you look very, very carefully, at the arch. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see with the sun. If you look at the arch, there are 10 cups, but some of them are spilled, some of them are sideways, some of them are upside down. So that's a mixed bag. Not every family member is happy for you about getting a business opportunity, which is what the two can also mean, or a romantic situation, which can also mean that. But I'm getting more of a feeling that it is business and it can turn into something love maybe down the road. But that's a double whammy, okay? And there are family members that are jealous of this and they want to put a stop to it. That's right, in the reverse. So for the secondary grouping, we're dealing with a courtship, romance, or business opportunity that is purposely being blocked because of jealousy. Maybe this family member or groups of family members don't want to see you be better than them or surpass them economically in some way. And they're trying to stop it. That's what this is about. So the second group. The mosquitoes. I'm telling you, now one thing is another, and they can bite right through the fabric, right through the fabric. Uh-huh. Okay, what else? So we got the courtship in the reverse, 10 of Cups, and I got a scratch. And they bite, you can feel it. It's like a needle going in. Not like, damn, don't be greedy, don't take that much. Leave some left. Now, mosquitoes don't like garlic. So I used to put garlic on myself. Actually squish it with the juice and put it on, and they move away from it. But so does everybody else. Because that mosquito bug repellent, that shit don't work. In a way, I'm kind of glad because, you don't really want to kill nature. The mosquitoes are doing what they're designed to do. You have to figure out a way to circumvent it and stay away from their habitat. All right. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Somebody or a group of people, or family members, don't want you, collective, to have victory over having a relationship that can change your life, either romantically or financially. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. The Ace of Wands in the reverse means that someone is sick. This is the vital force. It is the phallic symbol, and it is in the reverse. Is there somebody having erectile dysfunction, sexual issues, and if they are, that correlates directly with their root chakra, or sacral chakra, and that means that they don't have the capability, strength, or resources to come after you and hurt you or stop this from coming into union. The Six of Wands, someone did not have victory in conquering or defeating you or preventing this union, whatever this is, from happening. If it's not here, it's coming. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in the upright, but coming out next to the Ace of Wands in the reverse, this person might have had something to do with the health, death, or erectile dysfunction of either her partner or someone that is affiliated or associated with her, or it could be you, someone you know, or someone you're thinking of. This is giving me Black Widow energy, right? And we all know who that is, right? Why is this coming out here for the second grouping? I don't get the feeling that you are the Queen of Pentacles collective, and I don't get the feeling that you're the Ace of Wands in the reverse either. So this is an enemy that's been attacking you, and the universe is doing this to this person via their own colleagues. So this is the betrayal within the betrayal. And it can also deal with a couple, someone that got married too quickly for the wrong reasons and now they're divorcing, or someone is sick. And I believe that the person that is sick is being killed slowly by their own partner. That's why I'm getting the Black Widow energy. And this has happened before. This has happened before. One, two, three, four, five. One. See, the Wheel of Fortune. This is also karmic. So the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor, collective. Three of Cups in the reverse. A community has been affected over this Wheel of Fortune. So the party is over. Collective, you are also being free of someone or a group of people, particularly family members, who have been trying to put an energetic cord onto your energy to stop you, drain you, get you sick, influence you, control your life, control even or bend your will. And no one has the sovereign right to do that. So this has come to an end, or it will be. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. We have here, because everything is fucking up, somebody wants to come with an apology. But it's a fake apology, fake ass apology. Because here we got the Three of Cups in the reverse, and here we got one up. But this person looks sly and shady. The body language tells it all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is for you guys, secondary grouping. So this turned out to be a very good reading for the second group as well. Nothing is going to stop what has been ordained by God. Remember that. So if you ever find yourself in existential anguish or despair, know that God doesn't give you more than you can bear, and that He's also ultimately in control. The third group, third category, the magician. Many of you are manifestors, but we also have dark magicians. So let's see what the surrounding cards have to say. Yeah, that's. Mm-hmm. Okay. Whoops. I'm not gonna complain because I didn't have to get up too often. Okay. The Sun card. The Sun is the highest key in tarot, and next to the Magician, some of you are badass motherfuckers. Badass motherfuckers. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you have life in your own hands. You control life. You can do anything you want. This is a fantastic, fantastic. Uh, okay. I was happy too quick. Seven of Pentacles, the reverse. Usually the Seven of Pentacles